I am Cecilia. I'm the owner here at the Owl's Nest Cafe in Joshua. Well, I've never had a background in food until, I guess, 2.5 years ago when I decided to create a healthier option here in Joshua. My husband and I, we go to the gym a lot. We're very active, and also we're always on the go with our children. So I guess 3 out of 5 nights we go out to eat, and Dairy Queen and Chicken Express and everything just wasn't ideal. We just felt like it would be nice for somewhere in town to have a healthier option. So I decided to create one. I would describe it as healthy. I would describe it as light, friendly. My main goal for creating was to bring people closer together, to bring the community closer together, all while gathering around the table for clean eating. Two things. I was working for about 6 years in pediatrics, and I was managing a ophthalmologist office in Mansfield, and I just wasn't satisfied. I wasn't fulfilled. It just wasn't for me to sit behind a desk every single day and just keep doing the same thing. So I've been a waitress in high school, and then a little bit out of high school when I had my first child. And I thought, just an easy, small concept, like scouting places out, looking for also the clean eating, and having better options. But I thought maybe I could create that by doing just a soup, salad, sandwich shop. And so I just started scouting places out and seeing, what the options were around here. And then my husband was like, "No, you're crazy." And I really am. So I just kept searching and seeing, and then, everything just aligned and matched up, and was like, it just worked out. It was like, oh, this is my budget. And they were like, oh, cool. Well, it's $500 less than your budget. So everything just matched up that way, down to the building, tables, chairs, and I was like, just somewhere to get started, and then maybe later on we can expand. So once everything kind of aligned and matched up, then it was like, okay, we're one step closer. This might really happen. We might really have something going. So I guess that's kind of what got it all started and coming together, is that just everything worked out and happened to be great. No, it hasn't changed at all. It's actually always been, so this kitchen serves, and so I've always just stuck with that and really super delicious. So I've maintained that through the whole time I've been open. From my old location to my new location, my kitchen has served. It's served in so many ways, from serving the schools in the community, serving people our first year for Thanksgiving, people who didn't have meals and who needed that. Also, I continue by serving with just opening my doors on the weekends and letting people come in and have meetings or have get-togethers or gatherings. And so I feel like the kitchen is where everybody, for us and our family, it's like that's where we all come together to just gather and have a good time. So I feel like here, I wanted to bring that here and then have it for the whole community. So that way, when people come in, it feels like this place is full, but it's not only that, we're serving, we're helping people, we're getting to know people, we're bringing the community closer together. I feel like it solves a couple of different things. First, it would be we serve the community. So during COVID, when we first opened, we took lots of donations for bottled water, and we were a hub for people to drop off, and then whatever people did, we matched that. So I think we ended up taking a couple of pallets to different elementary schools into the admin building. So I think that whatever crisis or whatever we're going through, or however we can help the community in any way possible, then that's what we do. We bring, the angel food or the toy drive or waters or whatever it is, and for the football team as well, like to gather, to have team meetings, the hometown feel. I feel like that we try to help wherever people need that. Just making connections and asking people, what do you need? How can we help you? What can we do? New businesses, old businesses, our neighbors, anything. So we strive to make relationships. It's not competition. We're all here to make it, and we're all here to try to just make it through these hard times. I think the biggest misconception would be that just because our neighbors are so much bigger than us, I think the biggest misconception is that we can cater to the needs of like them. Like we can, I'm a sole owner here and my other businesses aren't. So they have the capacity and the capability of doing a lot on a bigger scale. And so for me, it's like, although I strive to be to do good in the community and help the community out, I'm also a mother, and I'm also a wife, and I'm also just a sole owner here. So I can't be open 7 days a week and commit my entire life to here. And I get here, I'm not gonna say on time, but I get here when the doors open, and then I stay here till sometimes 10, 11 o'clock at night. And then it's like, I rush out of here at 8 o'clock to go feed my kids. I come right back to do my job. And I think that people are like, well, why aren't you open Saturday and Sunday? Why don't you do more? And it's hard. It's hard for me to navigate through the pandemic, through all the inflation, through all the stuff going on in the economy at the moment. So I think it's hard. I think people a lot of the times are like, well, why don't they have this? Or why don't they do this? Or why don't they do that? And it's just, I'm trying to navigate and figure it out and do what's best for us here. So I think that's the biggest thing. The avocados for sure are one. Whenever I decided to, I got into a fitness journey, and I stopped making excuses, and then I just started going to the gym a lot. So I was like, what are things that we can eat that aren't bread? I love bread, so guilty. But avocados. People were doing keto for a while, and a request was putting things into an avocado, and I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. Whatever I have on the sandwich menu could transfer over to the avocados. And I think that for our menu, it's really the avocados and the salads that are really good healthy options for us. We offer, quinoa and avocados together, so I think that's perfect for eating clean and healthy. We are very active on Facebook. You can find us on the Owl's Nest Cafe. And then on our Instagram, we are Owl's Nest Joshua. We are that as well on TikTok. Not as active on TikTok. Try to be more active. And then our website is the Owl's Nest Cafe, theowlsnestjoshua.com, www.theowlsnestjoshua.com. And so those are great ways that you can find us on theowlsnestjoshua.com. We have our catering menu. You can inquire about catering. We also do charcuterie, and we do weddings and baby showers. So that's really more on our website than it is on our Facebook page. And then also on our website, we do DoorDash, Uber Eats, and so that's a good way to order from us if you don't want to call in or you don't want to just come in and wait for your order. So those are really good ways, but the number one would be Facebook.